It's Matt here from Matt Carves. Hope you guys are going well. Been on for 2 weeks. I just put on some music or something. Let's see if we can put some music on. Right, let's see if this. It's always sort of like a little bit finicky at the start, trying to get the tech sorted out. G'day, Amy Joe. How you going? Just testing the audio and those kind of things. So, yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning here. Who's in? Aiden's there. Mark tries to carve. Amy Joe, Roy over in England, and it's been snowing in where Amy Joe is. Oh wow, winter is on its way. Winter is coming. Not here though. Summer is coming. So yeah, it's all different here. But you guys can't even imagine what a Christmas would be like at the beach, having a barbecue and all those kind of things. Yeah, it's a bit strange. So like all of our decorations have snow in them, but it's in the middle of summer. So yeah. So I thought, I carved this ages ago, and I thought I'd just do the other eye today. So, yeah. I think a lot of things are different over in America. Even probably like your school holidays are different there, because we have our school holidays in summer, like I think you do. But the school holidays, like the big one, coincides with Christmas. So that's when the school holidays are. Oh, cool, from Turkey. I'll just call you Archeolog 99. Yeah, g'day man. How you going? I went to Turkey once, Aludines, and did paragliding over there. It's when I was in my younger years. I was big into paragliding, a lot of paragliding around the world and all those kind of things. Managed to survive. But yeah, Ludiness is a beautiful place. Yeah, beautiful waters, all those kind of things. Right, okay. What has everybody been up to? Right, okay. Just might have seen I carved this a while ago, put it in for the cut saw competition. Yeah, it's turned out really well actually. What I might do is I might hollow that bottom bit out, and I might put it in the garden with just like a spear going through there. Yeah, I think that would look quite cool. Scare off the neighbours. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust this camera so we can start carving. It's a little bit too close. We are working on the plumbing today. Is that in is that plumbing for winter? Do you mean sort of like so your pipes don't freeze up? Okay, just getting this sorted out. So it's hard sort of like knowing how close to get you guys to the camera action without, you know, the closer you get, the more likely you are to sort of like go out of frame and all those kind of things. I see a lot of people been doing lives recently. Kitchen sink won't drain, so we're trying to fix it. Yeah, the old kitchen sink, you've been shoving stuff down there, haven't you? Do you have one of those incinerators? We don't have one, but they're probably pretty good. I don't know. Right, okay, so it's quite a complicated eye. You don't have to make eyes this complicated. You can actually make them without even making an eye. I've shown you this one before. This is that Viking that I made. Amy Jo's actually got one of these Vikings. And I think I might do another how-to on how to carve a Viking like this. Okay, so when it comes to carving eyes, like real detailed kind of eyes, you kind of got to get the eye mount kind of right first. It doesn't have to be perfect, but what you're looking for is the first point you want to try and get once you got your eye mount in there is you want to get that crease in there, and then you go for the eyelid there, and then you can actually work on the eyeball and then put in the lower eyelid, those kind of things. Things change around though, but I usually always do that part first. So we'll go in with we're just going with the taper burr at the moment. G'day Joe, how you going? You've been pumping out those videos. Haven't seen you on the lives so much, but maybe I've just been busy doing other stuff, so I haven't really been on YouTube that much. Okay, I've just got to turn on the dust extractor. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Joe, is did you enter that competition, the Arbitech Cutzel one? Because I see they just drew that one, and not that many people entered it, really. For the amount of prizes that there were, I mean, like, they were really good prizes. I would have entered, but I think it was only open to people in Canada and America. G'day Mark, how you going? How's it up in Wellington? Is it did you get that storm come through on, what was it? It was Saturday night. We didn't really get much of it. We just had rain. What usually happens in New Zealand is the weather just goes up the country. Starts in the South Island and then goes up. Well, bad weather anyway. Okay, just seem to be having a few little problems here. Just bear with me. I'm not sure if you're still on there. Okay, not quite sure what happened there. I think I had like an app open or something. G'day, Bear and the Boss Lady. How you going, man? See, you've been killing those lives, always on. Is there a day you don't go live? I'll tell you one thing, Bear and the Boss Lady is, when I first started, I thought like what I did was, one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel was to get better at carving. I thought if I produce a video a week, I'll be carving once a week. And so I did that, and because you're carving once a week constantly, you're going to get better. Well, don't know quite what I'm doing here. Okay, so we've got this kind of eye thing happening here. Okay, so like I was saying, you want to do that top crease there first. So let's put in that. What we're trying to do is trying to make it kind of similar to this one. In theory, what you're supposed to do is um, do a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, then go back to this one, go back to this one. But for some reason, I always just do one eye and then the other eye and try and make it look similar. You see how this eye is quite big at the moment, but that'll sort of like decrease as we put in the eyelids, and then I'll adjust like the distance. So your distance is that distance there. See, that's a little bit too big. It should be about there, but that's okay. Sort that out. Pretty much, yes, that's right. I have an extensive library. I don't tend to carve the same thing all the time, so you probably find anything in there. I don't think I've carved a turtle though. To ask Joe about that. Um, Now, just trying to find a bird to put this top crease in. Norse Decor. Greetings from Sweden. Hope you are all doing good. Well, welcome. Carving an eye today. Sweden, wow. Is it snowing there? It's probably getting pretty cool. G'day, Creation Dust. Right, okay, so we're putting in that top eye. You know, everyone carves their eyes differently as well, so there's no kind of like right way or wrong way. Sometimes I find that difficulty in carving eyes is just getting the burr into these tight places. This eye is quite different because a lot of the time, like that will be a concave, whereas it's kind of just going straight up. We could make it a concave, so that goes over like that. It usually goes concave and then goes into a convex there. No snow yet, but it's getting cold for sure. G'day, Grillin' Rich. How you going? Yeah, I think I've got quite a few eye carving tutorials on my channel. Probably too many. Oh, this is what I'm gonna. It's really hard to get in that way. So sometimes what you got to do is you got to, I don't know, change a bear. Oh, we just lost a bear there. Forrest Goodrich. Hello from South Texas. And hello to you from New Zealand. Yeah, so it's like 9 o'clock in the morning here. Well, just after 9. Okay. Okay, so we put that kind of crease in there, kind of matching them up. And now we'll put in the top eyelid. It's kind of like when you put in these kind of things, it's not necessarily your final place where it's going to sit and all of that. Which I sort of like put it in and then maybe adjust it and all those kind of things. Yeah, it's winky. Yeah, it should have done a winking one. You'd have to have the eyebrows. Um, Going a little bit down on the winky eye. Okay, so just looking at that one. Okay, you can sort of see that eye is really, really big compared to the other one. So what we can do is maybe adjust the size a little bit now. So if I look at the size of that eye, it's going right to the corner there. Goes to about there. It is quite big. Choose a different method. Where's my little calipers? Oh, yep. So that corner needs to be about there. So that needs to be like that, which is okay. That, like, I can see probably better here, but like that eyebrow needs to come down anyway. Yeah, if you could hit that like button, that would be awesome. You know, I always forget to tell people to do that. Man. Even in my main videos, I sometimes put it out and I go, oh, I've got to do that in the main video, you know. After I've spent like 6 hours editing it, put it out. There's no like, remember to like and all that kind of stuff. But you know, it still seems to work. I kind of figure if somebody really likes a video, they're going to hit like anyway. I don't know. We sort of come to the point where I don't really worry about those kind of things anymore. I've just like done YouTube for ages. But yeah, if you could hit that like, that would be awesome. And I do actually have a membership channel as well. I tend to try and give the members a little bit more of an insider view on the main carvings that I do and all of that kind of thing. Sort of like things that I left out, or the things you should kind of concentrate on, those kind of things. You can sort of see the members in here have a little Kutzel burr next to their names. Amy Jo's a member, and so is Mark. Tries to carve. Oh, what am I doing? I tend to talk and then I just do things through muscle memory. Right. It's just this eye a little bit. Yeah, I think I probably should try and remember to tell people to like the videos. One of the main things in like eyes, the problem is actually getting the both eyes to look kind of very similar. Yeah, Mark, that would be awesome. And I tend to do like one live a week. I missed last week's one. I usually tend to do it on like in New Zealand. It's a Monday here, but it's probably a Sunday where you are because we're in the future in New Zealand. Yeah, still no flying cars. Whew. Right. G'day, Kevin Forbes. How you going? Carolina. You know what? I've actually bought a map, and I'm going to put where everybody's from on it. I haven't put it on the wall yet, so I won't. I won't do that today. But getting around to it, I think that'll be quite cool. Having a little, not like your exact location, but you know the state you're in or something like that. Nobody shouldn't really be giving away people's addresses and all that. But yeah, well the map isn't that big anyway, so. Now that's looking a little bit better. Up in the southern panhandle. That's North Carolina. Mm. It's kind of penciling them in so I can sort of get them looking very similar. I think it is like a silver birch or something. This you can tell from the bark. I'm not actually even sure where I got this from. Got all these pieces of wood floating around. Okay, putting in that bottom. quite hard, this one, because of these pieces around here sort of getting in the way. Because usually I carve those kind of like faces and like square pieces of wood like that one. Nothing's kind of in the way. Okay. Now we'll try and get that eye a little bit rounder. I just go in quite a well with the taper burr at the start, depending on the size of the eye as well. Like if it was really small, then you go in with like a diamond burr. It's probably silver birch, I'd say. Creation dust, I honestly don't know whether it's white or black silver birch. So essentially here, what I'm trying to do is I'm sort of like taking the eyeball and I'm making it round like that. You can sort of see on this one, it's quite round, where on this one, it's still quite flat. And what we have to do as well is when we make the eyeball kind of round, then we have to like reshape the eyelids as well. So I usually go in at the corners, just trying to get a general shape of it, and then I might go in with like a smaller bird just to sort of like round it off. Trying to adjust this light a little bit more. How is that? It's probably a bit bright now. The problem with really white wood, it's kind of hard to see depth in it. Right, okay. And this is really kind of quite intricate kind of work. So you just sort of like take your time, do a little bit on each side. Got to go and help Jamie with that sink. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in anyway, Amy J. Might see you a little bit later on. Forrest Goodrich. This guy is great to watch. Cool. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my accent there. I was trying to do an American accent. This turned out pretty sad. But hey, that's cool. And yeah, I think you can learn a lot from. I actually learn a lot from watching people who carve with chisels and all that. They're sort of like the face is always going to be the same. It's just the process of getting there that's a little bit different. So what I've gone for here is a T-shaped burr, and I'm just using kind of like the face of it. Trying to get a little bit rounder in there. You can sort of see like that distance, that eyelid distance is really fat now. And that's okay because then you just take this bit back, probably with a different burr. I'll just persist with this one though. Well, maybe not. Anyway, we're still working on that pupil, just trying to get that right. And going with a pointy kind of burr. So I'm going in with this pointy burr, and what I'm doing is I'm sort of like going down into the corners. Just give it sort of like that shape. Don't point it too far in though, because you get a big hole in there. See how it's really getting a little bit more rounder now? Now, this one won't take off much wood, but it's really good for just getting into those corners. And sometimes you don't want your burrs to take off a lot of wood because you want control. Okay. And then what I'll do now is I'll look at the other eye. This is taking ages today. Usually it doesn't take this long to do an eye because I sort of like talking through it as well. Trying to find the right burr. When I go in for sort of like kind of detail with a general kind of detail, I always use this kind of like Dremel wheel point burr. It's just really nice for sort of general shaping, but in a kind of detailed kind of way. So what I'm going to try and do now is just look at this eye and then try and get the eyelids by the pupil a little bit more similar. So it's tiny little fraction, a little bit bigger. So I'm just making it a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's Monday, that's why it's taking longer. That's for sure. Sometimes like on these diamond bits I do like them to stick out quite a bit further. It's just as long as you're not putting heaps of pressure on it, it's not really, the thing is you don't want to get them sort of like stuck out further and then put heaps of pressure because you got a more risk of bending the burrs. Hey, I think I've kind of got that right now. You know, you're never going to get it like exactly perfect. What I'll do is I'll take it down a little bit because it's a little bit too thick. This is a trumpet shaped burr. Right. Okay. We'll go back to the sphere burr because you can sort of see like this lower eyelid is a little bit thick around here, so I just really lightly go in with this cut tool burr, take it back. Trying to start to get those bags in by the eyes. Right. You see the eyeliner at the end mark. Right, okay. So it's looking pretty good. Now we will just concentrate on those bags a little bit. Try and get them kind of similar. We're trying to like find the Cutzel taper burr quite good for that and just use the end of it. And what a lot of people, you know, if they carve like this, if you finish one eye and it looks perfect, and this side you finish it and it doesn't quite look like this, don't be afraid to change this one to look like that one, because you kind of think in the end this one has got to look like that one, but like you get to a certain point and you might not be able to make this one look like that one, but you have to change this one to make it look like that one. There's a lot of explaining there. Oh, did I put that in? Mm. Mm. This is probably one of my favourite birds, just because it takes a lot off, but you can get some real good detail with it as well. You just really need to touch it lightly. We got another bag under that one, just a small one. It's coming along quite nicely. Alright, okay, getting there. So it's looking pretty good. Kind of probably not perfect, like very similar, but actually the hardest part is actually putting in the iris, trying to get that looking similar, because if they look in different ways, it kind of looks crazy. So I was pencil it in. It's kind of like, you sort of see it here, it's kind of above that line by about that much. I think we'll go for about there. Kind of looks pretty good. Oh, g'day, Freaky Mum. How you going? Haven't seen you for a while. I've sort of been busy this week doing all kinds of different things. Hope you've been carving and all of those kind of cool things that you've been doing. Oh, g'day, Josh. How you going? You're so late, Josh. Right, okay. So, put this in. Now I've gone in with the Dremel wheel point burr. Let's see if I can get this really close so you can sort of see. So this burr leaves a little bit of a sort of like a hairy kind of edge on the side, so I just go over that really lightly, just get rid of it. Go in again. Oh, cool. Got a new member. Thank you, Norse Decor. Now, there's a lot of videos in there. I usually put out like one a week in the members channel. And feel free to ask me any questions because I tend to like include that in the video. If you ask me a question about something, I'll just do a simple little carving on how to do something um, in the videos. I haven't done this week's video yet. What am I thinking of doing this week? Can't remember actually. Can do something this week. Yeah, it's pretty cheap to join as well. It's probably New Zealand dollars. It's only $3 New Zealand dollars, and our New Zealand dollar is pretty low compared to most dollars in the world or whatever nomination you're working in. Okay. Now you can do this with a T-shaped burr or you can do it with a T-shaped burr or this trumpet-shaped burr. So what I do is I'll go in. So because we went in with that round burr before, it's not like a great line, but I find that round burr easier to put the pupil in and then fine it up once I go in with this burr here because it'll give a kind of a straight edge. It's got to be really gentle. And kind of comparing it to this one. This one, I'll just tidy this one up a little bit. I'm just using the top of the burr to tidy things up. And I have a look at this one. I think this one needs to be fractionally bigger. Oh, sorry about that. Now have a look how you can sort of see it on this eye really well. As this bottom eyelid sort of tucks underneath that top eyelid there. I think that looks really well. It's not always correct, but sometimes they go like that. But I always do my ones like that. It just looks a little bit better. You know, creation dust. I probably won't even finish this one. I just use it as a sort of like a teaching kind of thing. It's like maybe in a few weeks' time, I'll show you how to do beard hairs on this one. Um, and it's just sort of like something I can sort of like put down. I like to have carvings that I'm not too worried about the finished product. It's more, hey, I'm going to concentrate on eyes on this one. Let's just do the eyes, not worry about too much else. And I just find a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I see a lot of YouTube channels, and I've done this before as well, and teaching eyes by just doing the eye itself without any of the face. So they might do it on a corner of a piece of wood or something like that. And that's kind of good and all of that. But the problem is then you don't learn the transitions. So you don't learn how the eye sits by the nose or the eyebrow comes down and all of these kind of things, and how it sits flat on the face like that, and the eyebrows coming, whoop, sorry about that. It sits flat on the face like that, sort of like that, and the eyebrows is coming down like that. Oh, g'day, Larry. How you going, man? Good to see you, mate. Go and check out Larry's thing. If you got Instagram, go into Cutzel and go and like Larry's. Well, Wells's workshops. It's kind of like an alien, isn't it? It's entry into the Cutzel creatures. I think they must be announcing the winner soon on that. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Travels with Harley. Yeah, carving with hand is cool, man. Yeah, I think if I had a lot of softer woods, I'd probably do a lot of carving by hand as well. But in New Zealand, we don't tend to have like the cedars and the cottonwood barks and all those kind of things. Oh, Freaky Mum says, I think that is important, Matt. Forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about before? Can't remember. But anyway, sort of like up to this point, Mark lost connection for a little while. This guy looks spooked. The sculpture looks awesome. Those wrinkles are great. Yeah, they sort of like make. I always think I reckon it's harder carving younger eyes because you don't have the sort of like wrinkles and all. I think I've got a younger one here. I just looked for it. Uh, no, it's not really a younger one, but yeah, I was playing around with female carving there. I'll zoom back out. Right. Yeah, just, I should go back to trying to carve females again. The eyes are pretty wonky on this one if you look at it. Right, what have we got going on? Right, okay, so pretty much we're kind of finished on this. What I would do, like if I was really getting intricate, is I would use like the T-shaped burrs, and what you can do is you can really get, well, I'll do it and I'll just show you because it's got time. So it's essentially putting like an undercut under the eyelids. Yeah, creation dust. Have you ever tried to carve a female? That's pretty hard, man. I should really practice more at that. You should practice at things you're not good at, apparently. Right, okay, so when you're going in to put in, like, this is real detailed kind of stuff, you don't have to do it. But, like, I've got a T-shaped burr on there, and what we can do is we can just go under the eyelid. Hard to get in, the nose is in the way. Just a little bit. Don't go real deep or anything like that, but it just gives you a finer line. And you can smooth out the eye pupil with the top of the T-shaped burr as you're going along as well. See, that's not really a massive difference, but you don't want to go too far in because it separates them too much. Might have just done that a little bit there. You see how that sort of like has really defined it a little bit more. Whereas sort of like compare it to that bit up there, still looks like it's sort of like part of the wood. So we can go and do that part. And this is where you can sort of like get your undercut really under that, well, that eyelid going under this eyelid, because you can start back here and you can go, so it's quite hard to hold this at the moment. So let's have a look at that. So, oh, where'd it go? There it is. Needs a bit of tidying up. Let's tidy it up a bit. So yeah, that eyelid is there. It kind of looks really kind of like going over that one there. Right. Yeah, I think so. Wellsy's workshop. I think I find like it's the details that really I enjoy putting in. I really liked carving this little fish and just working on the details, and just that little bit around the eye, and you kind of think, oh, that's not much, but it just makes it something. These little bits on the mouth here. It's all kind of a lot of people like to carve fast, and that's up to them if they want to do that. But I just really like slowing down and listening to some music and chilling out, listen to a podcast or something like that. Yeah, so I hope that helps. But don't to be honest, don't start trying to do eyes like this until you kind of get a good grasp on how to carve maybe something like this, and then you can start trying to experiment with your eyes. Yeah. So you sort of see like this. I haven't even carved eyes. Look at that. It's just kind of like a little, kind of like few little bags under there, and a little sort of like hole, and it's sort of like because it's quite deep, it sort of like sends a shadow over there, and it kind of like squinting. I kind of think Vikings would be squinting all the time anyway. Uh, what have we got going on? Joe, are you going live today? You usually go live on today, I think. I just turn off this dust extractor. Chill out a little bit. Sorry, that's not me. That's the light making that noise. Okay, just got to open the door and let some air in. Ah, who have I found here? Minnie, come here. Minnie. Ah, sorry about that. Just trying to get my dog out of something. Okay, just change it around. Okay, sorry about that. That wooden dude. Your videos rock. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking down here at this thing here, so my eyes aren't on the screen. What have we got going on? So just chilling, mum. It's a beauty. Certainly gives the image of an eye. Yeah, I think eyes are very difficult. You can sort of get that kind of like straight eye happening, pretty easily. But then you start trying to put in sort of like maybe them looking places or um, surprised eyes or something like that. And that's when your eyebrows really come into carving your eyes and all of that, and like the stretching of the face and all of that. I'm not sure what I've got. It's sort of like, it's got this big box of kind of like stuff down here. I think that witch was quite good for that. Yeah, so that kind of witch there, sort of like her eyes, sort of like, it's not a great carving. Well, it's kind of cool though. I like it, but it's not sort of like a realistic kind of person. I tried to make like that eyebrow really sticking up more, and the eye a little bit sort of like wider on that side, or one tooth. Um, because you end up cross-eyed. All good. Closed eye have worked well for me. Yeah, closed eyes are cool. You got to put that kind of like when your eye is kind of closed, put that like quite a definitive line on the underside of it. Yeah, I don't think they have to look exactly the same, Joe, but they kind of need to look. I think the most important thing is looking in the same direction, to be honest. You can even get away with sort of like stuff that's sort of like different sizes, but like unless that you got to have that pupil looking exactly right. Because this looks pretty good, but it's still they're both kind of different. But generally they're generally the same. Oh yeah, so we're going live today, Joe. Right. Okay. I think that's kind of about it for today. Don't know what else. Has anyone got any questions or anything like that? Oh yeah, Minnie's around somewhere. I'll try and find her. Come here, Minnie. Oh. She's been for we went for an 8K run today. She's a little bit tired because she runs probably. I run 8Ks. She runs probably about 16Ks. So yeah, this is Minnie. Hey, Minnie. Call her Minnie because she looks like a miniature golden retriever. She's only 10 kgs. Hey. She's really funny when the fire siren goes off because she does that howling. She's she just she gets anxious because obviously my adrenaline goes up, and then I'm racing around to get things sorted out, and she's howling away, and then I put her in her little space which she likes. Hey, okay, yeah, she's how old are you now, Minnie? 2.5, 3, I think. That dog is an angel. She wasn't an angel last night at 12 o'clock at night. She wanted to go out and go to the toilet. And the previous night, she heard something outside, so she started barking at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Gave me such a fright. I was like in a deep sleep. And now we've got fireworks kind of going to be happening. And so they're going to give you a little bit of a scare, aren't they? We haven't heard any yet. They went on sale, I think, 2 days ago. In New Zealand, we only have like fireworks only goes on sale for like 5 days or something a year, and then you can't buy them. So if you like that. G'day, Paul. How you going? So I just felt like I finished carved eyes today. Carved these eyes on here. Kind of looks surprised, doesn't he? And just come to the end of this light live, and have you been on are you a carver, Paul? The 2nd of November to the 5th of November, we can buy fireworks. Oh, yeah, cool. I don't actually go and buy any. once you got pets, you kind of like get really put off by fireworks. I used to love fireworks when I was younger, with those kind of like now I'm gonna like start using names that you guys don't use in America, but they were called double hippies, and they were like probably about that big. They just looked like sticks of dynamite, and they just used to blow up things really. And so as a kid, you used to go around blowing up things. but they banned those because they're a little bit too dangerous. I always remember my mate took some to school and he had some in his pocket, in his back pocket, and somebody saw them, so he lit the fuse. It was like, yeah, he had to go to the hospital. It was kind of funny though, and it was done at sort of like the assembly and school. A lot of people got in trouble for that. Yeah, I'm sure Minnie and Mia would get on just fine, Joe. Although Minnie is a little bit of a wild thing. She runs around like an idiot when she gets going. Uh, I got some for Enwin. It's not the same and expensive. Yeah, I don't know how much they cost now. There's like a speedway event by us, like a speedway track by us, and every year they do a fireworks display, and you can sort of just look out the window. It's about like I don't know, 4 kilometers away, maybe 5 kilometers, which is around about maybe 3 miles. And so the the sound still travels, but it's not as bad. So um, you can. It's really nice to see really good fireworks. That's what I always find is your little ones that you let off. They're kind of fun when you got kids and all that. But seeing the big stuff, that's cool. Okay. Oh, it's your first attempt at carving today, Paul. Cool. I've got lots of beginner carving kind of things. I always recommend people start off sort of like doing things just like on a flat profile like that, called relief carving. You can make things look really cool. It's pretty. Well, the pattern looks hard. Just get a pattern off internet and then put it on a piece of wood and then go around it. Essentially, that's what it is. But I have got a video on how to do that one somewhere in my channel. Yeah, I try and. The problem is that with having so many videos now, it's kind of gotten a little bit messy, all my videos. And it's really funny when somebody sort of like asks me a question on a video that's like 3 years old, and they kind of think I've just made it, and they go, "What was that thing you was using at like in the video?" And I sort of think I can't even remember the video, and that sounds really bad, but like I haven't really got time to go back and watch the whole video for just to answer one question. So I usually say, "Can you be a little bit more specific? What would it look like or something?" Under Netflix. wish I was. I wish I was getting paid as well as Netflix. Yeah, man, Paul. As long as you're having fun, what you're doing. I think one of the problems is if you take on too harder carvings when you first start. That's always difficult, I think. Yeah, and just like say the electric whittler, his name is Josh. If you don't know, and he's saying there that there's a lot of helpful people on this channel. Well, on YouTube, and there's sort of if you go into these lives, you can sort of like look at any of these guys on here, and a lot of them have channels, and so yeah, just follow what you want to follow, and sort of. I always find like if I watch people, I like to watch a variety of people at all different levels, because you learn from everybody in YouTube, and you learn from everybody in life as well. No matter what level they're at, you don't just learn from the experts. Sometimes you learn from people who are just starting out. Right. Okay, I better go. Minnie's gone somewhere. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Hey, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's really nice to see you all again. and we'll see you in the next live. Bye, everybody. How do I turn this thing off? There we go.